Hi, this is Danielle, the domestic scientist, and today I have a quick DIY. I'm going to make some pink and black masks and also some pink sequins placemats, so stay tuned. For this project, I went to Michaels and I bought these plain white face masks and some pink acrylic paint. And down below you see a picture of kind of the look that I'm going for. Not exactly that, but something similar. So what I like about the mask is that it is simple and it has feathers on the side. I like the pink and black color combination. So when I was at Michaels, I picked up some Folk Arts acrylic paint and I went for a lighter pink. I really wanted the lace overlay, but I'm not quite ready to do that because I'm not really that crafty. So I'm just going to take it easy for today and try something really simple. I'm just coating this mask in paint. It coats very well. It does absorb the paint very quickly and it dries quickly. So once I finish the first coat of paint, I'm going to let it dry for about 45 minutes to an hour until it feels really dry, and then I'm going to come back. I'm going to use these masks for an upcoming project, so I'm really excited to see how these work out. So while I'm letting my mask dry, I'm going to go ahead and get started with my sequins placemats. Down below there's a picture of kind of what I'm going for. I found those placemats for like $20 a piece, and I didn't want to spend that type of money because I changed my tablescape out very frequently. Now I'm using just a piece of poster board and sequins and some hot glue. Now this does not necessarily have to be very sturdy for me because I'm using it for an upcoming tablescape video. I change my tablescape very frequently and I don't want to invest a lot of money in trendy pieces that I'm really not going to use that much. So for this purpose, it doesn't really have to be that practical or have that much longevity because this particular item is really just for show. I don't know that I'd recommend this for long-term use, but I'm just going to give it a try and see what happens. As soon as the mask dried, I went ahead and I applied these black sequin stickers to the sides of the mask. Those also came from Michaels. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to apply feathers with some hot glue. I put a very generous amount of hot glue on the back and then I press each one of the feathers in very firmly. I'm going to apply about 4 feathers to the back of the mask, and then I'm going to flip over and apply just 1 feather to the front. After I apply the 1 feather to the front, I'm going to finish off the corner of the mask with a decorative item. I'm just going to use a pair of clip-on earrings that I don't wear, and I'm just going to clip it to the front corner. In just a moment, I'll be back with the results. And here is the big reveal, both my placemats and my DIY mask. I would say that the placemats turned out fairly well. If I was to do it again, I just need to be a little bit more mindful of how I approach the corners because the way I folded the material, it was a little bit thicker on the end and it's not really going to lay as flush with the table as I'd like it to, but for my purposes, it's definitely going to be okay. The next thing I'll say is that the masks were a lot of fun to do. I used only 1 coat of paint just because I liked the way that the color came out with just the first coat, and I didn't know if a second coat would adhere very well to the mask, so I played it safe. Also, because I'm not very crafty, I opted not to do a lace overlay, but after seeing how easy it was applying the paint, I think I probably could have gone for the lace. If I have a future need for a mask, I'll probably try using another applique on top of that. But in the meantime, I think this turned out beautifully and much better than I expected. The feathers were easy to work with, and I do like the flare that it adds to the side of the mask, but my favorite part are the clip-on earrings. I like the fact that I can take the earrings off and put them on if I want. I can replace them with something else on the side like pearls in the future, so I like the versatility of being able to replace it and do it over and over again.
So let me know if I nailed it or failed it. Leave a comment in the description box below. This collaboration was hosted by Carrie at Mama Dares to DIY and also Keisha at Sweet Urban Rose. If you haven't checked out their channels, please look at the link in the description box below. Also, there's a playlist of other collaborators working on this Nailed It or Failed It challenge, and I'll have a link to that playlist also in the description box. This is Danielle, the Domestic Scientist. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.